A reminder on this Easter Monday that politics is a conversion business. All that and more now on Graph's Grievances. 4 years ago, nearly 159 million Americans cast a ballot in the 2020 presidential election, throwing Donald Trump out of office and electing Joe Biden president of the United States. The historic election turnout resulting in Biden winning more votes for president than any candidate ever. Biden winning 81 million votes to Trump's 74 million votes. Yet despite Biden trouncing Trump in the national popular vote due to the Electoral College, winning the popular vote doesn't necessarily result in winning the presidency. According to statisticians, had just 43,000 votes across Arizona, Georgia, and Wisconsin gone for Trump instead of Biden, Trump would have won a second term. Similarly, in 2016, despite Hillary Clinton winning the popular vote by almost 3 million votes, Trump was elected president because he won about 78,000 more votes than Clinton in the key battleground states of Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. These victories putting Trump over the top in the all-important Electoral College. And while I don't like this very undemocratic system, and neither do 65% of Americans, according to Pew Research, it's the system we've got and have to work with until something changes. Which means that in order to win in November, both Trump and Biden need to convince undecided voters in the 7 battleground states this year that they deserve a second term. Over the next 7 months, literally billions of dollars will be spent trying to micro-target these Americans and figure out what will get them to go out and vote for either Biden or Trump. And while I am certainly no code breaker, I strongly believe politics in the United States remains a conversion business. To persuade undecided voters that they should vote for one candidate over the other, you have to listen to them and meet them where they are. Silencing them, suggesting that what they have to say or what they think is uninformed or stupid is not the way to make inroads with people. Hence, it should be a blessing for Democrats and Biden that Trump has so far refused to reach out to his, at one time, biggest opponent for the Republican presidential nomination, Nikki Haley. Even after dropping out of the race, Haley has continued to pull in a significant number of voters in ongoing primary contests. According to the New York Times, across the 5 swing states that have held Republican primaries so far, a total of about 750,000 people have cast ballots for Haley. How these Haley supporters vote in November could prove critical to the outcome of the presidential election. And Trump has aggressively worked to repel them, threatening that donors who gave to Haley would be, quote, permanently barred from the MAGA camp, and posting on social media that he, quote, trounced Haley for the nomination. Sensing an opening to exploit, the Biden campaign is now out with a new ad targeting Haley voters.
Bird brain. I call it bird brain. Nikki Haley has made an unholy alliance with rhinos, never-Trumpers, Americans for no prosperity. She was sitting there like...
She's gone crazy. She's a very angry person.
She is not presidential timber. I don't need votes. We have all the votes we need.
She's gone haywire.
There aren't that many never-Trumpers anymore.
How do you bring these Nikki Haley voters back into the tent?
I'm not sure we need too many.
So could this effort to reach out to Haley voters prove effective for the Biden camp? That remains to be seen. But what I can assure you is that what will not work is treating Republican voters like the way NBC News handled the controversy over their hiring of former Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel. While the 2020 election denier should have never been hired, once she was, NBC and MSNBC should have used her paid contributorship to try and gain insight into how Trump was so easily able to co-opt the Republican Party, the party of Abraham Lincoln, and turn it into a self-worshiping cult. Why do so few Republicans lack the courage to stand up to Trump despite saying on and off the record what an existential threat Trump poses to the United States and global order? In addition, what can Democrats do to better connect with Republican voters and potentially win some of them over in November? Frankly, there are endless questions I have for McDaniel, and I'm sure the NBC News journalists do as well. But instead of holding her accountable for her efforts to overturn the 2020 election and get her insight into Republican voters, NBC decided to silence her to the tune of a reported $600,000. This debacle at NBC is a lesson in how not to treat people, especially if you seek to build coalitions and make progress. Thank you for watching Graph's Grievances. It is so great to be back. Please like, subscribe, share, and join me in the next one.